Okay, start of a new project. Gonna do a farm table for the outside of the homestead here. It's gonna be 10 foot long. Gonna have an open X legs on the ends. And here's the first of the wood for the legs, some Douglas fir from Depot. So I'm gonna get this unloaded, let it sit in the shop for a few days and get started. Okay, there's the wood in the little wood shop to start the X legs on the open X legs on the farmhouse table. It's not all the wood for the legs, but it's all I need to now mainly to get the two ends going. Some two 10-foot 4x4s and four 8-foot 2x4s there. Okay, I decided since I've got plenty of wood here, I got 10 foot and I'm only going to add probably about 3 foot and another one's under 3 foot. So I'm going to cut a couple of extra long 4-foot pieces of it here and then run them through planer. And then if I get some snipe, I've got plenty. I've got 2 4-foot pieces marked here. So I've got my chop saw kind of blocked off right now. Just take them out here. Cut them with the circular saw and the spray jig here. Square cut jig here. Just come in very handy. There's the 4 pieces of 4x4 for the open X legs, the base piece and the middle upright, all cut a little long, so now we're going to plane them down enough to remove the rounded corners on all the edges. Same dimension both ways. Here's the final sawdust. And so we'll end up here. So we started at 3.5 on 4x4s, and now we're at about 8 inches. Okay, here's a 4x4 all spread up. Cut the bottom here, nice clean cut, get it square, so I can cut my mortise and put my tendon on here. So I just use my mechanic angle gauge, make sure it's ready to run this all the way, but then you can just go there and this. Okay, this is so, go here, got it, finish, nice. Okay, drew up the mortise to be 1 inch wide and 2 inches long, so 1.5 inches deep. So now let's get the mortise machine, the Fox Pro mortise machine set up. It's already got my largest bit in there, which is a 1/2 inch, so I'll chew that out with that, clean it up with the chisel, and then cut the tendon. So I'll cut both these mortises on this one and that one. Next!
Add it just work on her hole here. Do the 2 small cuts up with that angle. Put it in live over to the lot. Yeah, that. All good. Do that neat. And I would other volume today, no detail. We'll be over here.
Okay, a little cleanup on the mortises now with the chisel, not much, just a little bit, and then we can start on the tenons on this end here. Those in the table saw, put my square tooth blade on there, and we'll see how we can do cutting the tenons. Well, I cut one side of my tenons with this saw by hand. Now I'm going to try my tenoning jig. I got it all set up to cut the other side, and I think that's going to win out. So we'll give this a try, cut the other side of that tendon, and then turn it and get the other two sides and see how it fits. Okay, here we go. It's a little creepy, but I don't know. Okay, here's the last side of the tendon. Let's cut on this tendon. It's looking pretty good so far. Obviously, going to need just some slight chisel touch-up. Here we go. Okay, this one I've already cut with the tenoning jig. Now I'm just going to reach. Here it is. Ship. Move this. You fellow. How did it? Alright, first fit goes in about halfway, so I'm going to give it a little more chiseling, a little smoothing out, I think, on the hole. I worked on the tendon just a little bit, now I'll smooth out the hole a little bit. Alright, I've marked these two base pieces, so we've got proper length, it's 36 overall, so I'm getting ready to cut those. And over here, the upright that goes in there, there's a tenon. I've marked them for the cut here, for the length, that gives me a ½ inch extra, and this is where my mortise is going to start for the top part, for a 2x6 that goes across the top, and it should stick through about a ½ inch, and I can just cut it off as I get it through the 2x6. So I'm cutting this length first, ½ inch longer overall length. I've already cut this one to its overall length. So after I get all these pieces cut to their overall length, I run and go get a 2x6, which is going to go up across the top, which will get mortise to take the tendon that I'm going to put in here. Then I can dry fit all that together and then get the X's figured out, which is going to be out those 2x4s there. They'll pretty much be each one of my two pieces of the X. Okay, two upright, length. Now we'll grab the base piece. And now the other end. And that gives me my 36 inch overall length there. There we go. One down, one down, and then it's goes in there. That's the base right there. Goes in there. Goes in there. 2x6 across the top. Mortise across the top here, mortise in, and then the X's on each side going out. We'll do 2x6. Look at the other base cut. All right, I determined the size on the tenon here to go up on the leg. It'd go at the top here to go into the 2x6. It's going to be a through mortise and tenon. So what I'm going to do is just cut it 1 inch deep all the way around, and that's going to leave me with about 1 3/8" square tenon. So I kind of like that idea. So I'll go set up and cut all the way around at this line here, 1 inch deep, and then get the tenoning jig back out and zip off the sides. Okay, I got the first upright cut all the way around for the tenon, and I got my stock set down here on the end. Match that one. Side. Okay, 1 inch and 3/8 tenon done on the top end. This goes into the base. 2x6. This goes completely through the 2x6. It goes across same way that the legs go. The top support. X's in between. Cut the next one. Okay, I picked up my 2x6 for the upper part of the legs cross member piece. That's going to get mortise and tendon into the legs over there. I let it sit in the shop for a couple days and it didn't twist. You know, the crap anymore between Lowe's and Home Depot, you can't hardly buy decent wood. So anyway, it didn't twist, but it did have this knot kind of open up here. So what I'm going to do is a trick I did a while back on some cookies. I'm going to drill some biscuit slots down this way, and I'm going to put 3 biscuits in there halfway down and then cut them off with a little Japanese saw. Kind of help hold that together, and then I'm going to put 1 from the other side as well. So, what do you do?
Yeah,
So
so
here,
first
one.
first.
Nice.
Right there. There we go.
Oh.
So. There.
The top of those legs over there goes the same direction as the base of those legs, so it's not going to be seen. So I'm not worried about putting these biscuits in here, and I'll put these 3. So on the top side, the top's going to be on top of this, and only be 1 on the other side. So that's what I'm doing there. Do it right
Right there.
Okay. And actually, before I lay my mortise out on this other one here, which is in good shape, I need to clear off my table saws. I want to run it through there and square off these corners, get rid of the rounded edge on there. So let me get the tripod and some floor decking I've got here for another project cleared off and get ready to trim those edges before I lay the mortise out. Okay, I've got the 2x6 set up in here for this mortise, and I don't know if you noticed, the first time I've had to move the cutoff saw out of the way because I needed to slide this fence back past that one. So we anticipated that all the equipment on this end of the shop that's fastened down, we have fastened down with these quick knobs so we can take them out. So I just had to take 3 out, spin it out of the way a little bit. It took about a minute. So, and the same thing, even the mortise machine, it's got them easy big thumb screws holding it down. So if we need to do something tall or move it somewhere else to do a piece, we can take it out in about a minute too. Although it'll take me more than a minute to lift it, the thing weighs so much. But anyway, let's get a closer shot here and start drilling it. Good. Okay, finish that mortise. I'm just touching the first mortise. I'm just touching it up a little bit and smoothing it out. Alright, I finished cleaning up that mortise, got it on, pretty good fit, and my height is perfect here, so the tabletop being anywhere from 1 to 2 inches thick, put a good table height. So I've got to cut this through tenon off, about 1 inch or so off of each end here, and at an angle, and then I can throw a clamp on it and work on the X pieces, the open X pattern. And back to this other cross member, this other 2x6, here's the 3 biscuits I put in to help secure this crack. So I cut them off with this saw, and now I'm going to flip it over and put at least 1 on this side. So I'll do that next. And then after I do that, drill this mortise. Okay, I'm getting ready to square the edges of this other 2x6. And there's those 3 biscuits I put in to stop that crack, and 1 on this side, which I also use that expanding glue on that one. So I think between that, both sides should stop that. And I got a center line here, just to lay out my mortise, but I'll square up the edges first. Table saw there. Again, here's the pieces for the X's all squared up. On this first leg, I use this Japanese saw here. My brother picked up one in South Carolina, whacked off the through tenon there. So again, nothing glued up yet. So next thing on this is to cut these ends. I don't know if you can see right there, it's going to have a little flat with an angle on each end, and it's actually about 1.5 inches longer up here than the feet. So once I get those ends cut to length with the angle on, I can lay this thing down, just throw a clamp on it, start laying out my X pieces.
So let's square up this 2x6.
There we go. The other mortise finished up, filed to fit, press it down, nice snug fit. Now I'm going to whack it off with that Japanese saw, and then I can cut the angle on all 4 of these ends here. Okay, I cut the ends of that top brace to length and 30 degrees, and now we'll show you how I did it. I couldn't do it on my table saw because the way the blade tilts on this one would be to where I would have to have the long end of the board that way, and I don't have enough room. I've got like 9 feet this way, but I couldn't do it because the blade tilted like this. So we'll show you here. I've got the old Craig Project Center to hold this board. Got 2 of these Craig clamps holding the top piece. A board clamped here for my saw guide, and I'm going to use a circular saw down here, set at 30 degrees. I'm going to get this in the tripod, and we'll get that going. Okay, again, I got the cross piece clamped on the Craig Project Center. Got this 5 inches from my cut, which is with my way the blade is on my saw, so my saw will run up against there. Saw set at 30 degrees. And get it done. Sponsored by Krager, this Project Center company.